everybody. My name is Markiplier.
Dude, we're gonna probably get canceled or struck by for that.
Anyways, as you can see here, we're gonna be arguing who is the strongest, Stalker or I don't know these guys.
And here we have your not-so-favorite person who occasionally co-hosts this nonsense. And what I mean by occasionally co-hosts, I mean I'm just an extra character. Also, yeah, we're gonna be talking about who is stronger. Go. The absolute Chad or these pathetic weaklings. Sorry guys, I'm on caffeine right now.
Yeah, I don't mind him. Alright, so I think we should first start out with like 1x1x1 because I think he might have one of the biggest chances of actually maybe winning. Because I think he'll easily beat him, bro. Like, there's no competition here.
Let me just try to stay calm. You do have a good point, lad, but I personally believe that the Stalker's telekinesis ability could prove really helpful.
Well, I
That's
mean,
well,
but now listen to me. Hear me out, Spam. Listen. So here's the thing, though. Assuming that let's just like say that they're at their strongest points, right? They have no cooldowns and they're the best they could be in game. 1x1x1 could just kind of spin around, spamming his like slash ability and just wipe out everybody.
hold on, I was just drinking some caffeine. You do provide a good point there, Bushel. But I mean, think about it. Assuming then the Stalker is able to get near one of the generators, or anything that isn't nailed down, he could probably just throw it at 1x and just
Well, I mean, like,
essentially do the equivalent of a cold
what's
stomp.
the extent of his telekinesis anyway? Like,
I
what's
mean,
the biggest thing that he could possibly grab?
I think it was a giant metal crate, and that's
Like how big was the crate, like compared to him?
I think it was like significantly bigger than him,
So
like
like,
maybe a few inch.
this, like this height.
I mean, hold up, let me just. I think it was something like this, but I'm not too sure.
Okay.
And it was full metal, by the way. And who knows? There was probably some heavy stuff inside, but we can't account for that,
It's probably just an
unfortunately.
empty metal box, honestly, if it's a prop. But
Could
counter
have been something
argument,
important, though.
slash can cut things. Actually, wait, no, it phases through stuff. Oh. So you're just gonna give my guy brain damage, but
Yeah.
counter argument, entanglement.
Have you seen how the Stalker moves, dude? If we were talking about like regular Stalker, reborn Stalker, he could he cannot really rely on the strategy, just kill them before they kill you, because, well, he has constantly draining HP and such. Oh, but he can jump, he can also grab onto walls, and he's also just generally fast. He could also send out decoys as a distraction.
Possibly, but I mean, what's he gonna do when this sword just gets chucked directly at him? He's stunned, and 1x just like beats this dude up, and he's dead.
Yeah, but I do have a counter argument, which is exactly the decoy sense. Um, it's good luck trying to find them, and depending on the average IQ of the Stalker here in this scenario, it's pretty tough to decide, since if assuming he acts along with the decoys, he could actually be pretty hard to notice.
Yeah, but the
But if he
thing
just
is, 1x can use like his sight ability, like when 7 and 7 uses his, he'll just see right through that.
oh, you got some good points.
And also, what is like I think 1x it's really hard to kill 1x for any of the killers. Even if you're given like the assault rifle in a private server game mode, it still takes a ton of people and you might still die cuz he just spins around. Meanwhile, the stalker can be killed by 6 poorly trained combine soldiers with assault rifles and a flashlight on their head.
Actually, no, the eyes are the. Never mind. But don't we also have other things we can account for? So, like, for example, assuming we account for each and every one of the Stalker's abilities, these in the game he originates from, we can safely he can unleash like a poisonous mist. since that would be pretty funny.
Yeah, but look at the world, bro. How far is this guy gonna go on his world tour of just obliterating people when he's walking along the U.S. trying to do literally anything, and then oh no, there seems to be an issue. There's literally like just a helicopter. What is he gonna do? It's like flying above him. What is he gonna do to a helicopter if it's above him? He can't do nothing. He's just gonna get
I
cooked
think
immediately.
he could look up. I mean, look at how he can grab on the walls and such. That has to at least require a tendon, some amount of being able to look up. And also, I looked at one of his abilities actually. It's regeneration, and also he can teleport.
So, counter argument. So, assuming, they still had their no cooldowns, 1X could just spam all his minions, and what is the Stalker gonna do? Spawn his clones that don't do any damage and just kind of run around blindly?
I'm trying to look at his telekinesis ability for this, and it's become it,
Wait, actually, what would they even do against even the US, bro? Like, your guy, actually could. He could technically teleport. Oh, wait, no, what is 1X gonna do, actually, bro? He doesn't. Unfortunately, he lacks this very, needed thing called a spine.
yeah,
He
and
can't. He cannot look up for the life of him. So wait, if just straight up a helicopter just shows up, he's kind of dead, I guess. Like anybody elevated even slightly is just gonna avoid his attack entirely.
And I should also mention this. When it comes to like the government, they could put 7 and 7, for example, and the stalker can escape them because 7 and 7 can teleport. Like sort of when he
Sea
when he
salt!
has
I
his
need you,
ability.
sea salt!
The stalker, I think it's like more to say instantaneous. And
I mean, still though, he's even with all those abilities, he's able to be killed by a few people with assault rifles. What is he gonna do against just an actual army?
the thing is, I'm not too sure on. Not sure exactly about his lore, but one that I do know.
What?
He was a failed experiment, or an experiment that broke out.
Yeah, and that can be killed fairly quickly by just a couple people with some assault rifles, dude.
And
What's he gonna
actually,
What's he gonna do if over 30 people rush him?
oh, hold up. I'm looking at the backstory of this guy. Um, I'm trying to look at it and such. I'm not finding too much stuff, but apparently, the stalker is incredibly hard to chase down due to his extreme fast move speed. And also he's partially invisible.
Yeah, but here's the counter argument to that. Using those trip mines, they could literally just detect him as well.
Oh,
But
hold up.
honestly, I think just a portion, not even much of a U.S. army, they'd both be wiped out pretty quickly. Actually,
Yeah,
wait,
but
I just have a bigger brain idea. Tool Kid.
I just realized, turns out I was actually reading tips and tricks from the wiki.
Hey, spam.
Yeah.
So I think
Oh,
actually Cool Kid might be able to just crush him immediately. Because here's the thing about Cool Kid, he has a very vital thing known as the spine.
yeah, but I do have a counter argument for that.
What?
Let me just get into shape really quick.
What?
This is what I say about one of his abilities. Let's just pretend this is corrupt nature. This is the speed it moves at. It moves like.
Oh, I actually have an image of corrupt nature.
Oh, well, it moves slowly compared to
It actually moves fairly fast. But
yeah,
here's the thing about it. Where 1X's can just kind of spin around. Ah, jeez, I accidentally just sprayed myself in the face with the water bottle. Why did I pick this up? I just randomly picked up the water spray bottle by my desk and just sprayed myself in the face for no reason, dude. Why did I do that? But like he can actually shoot in all directions, unlike 1X. So literally nowhere will be safe. Even if it does like a little bit of damage, he could just constantly spam it, and the world. You see you see this very hyper realistic world map. So like um so like this is it now. Like that's what Cool Kid could do.
Um, I'm not completely sure on what exactly the properties of the corrupt nature can do, but one I'm pretty sure
What?
could be possible. Um, the stalker could probably just grab it with his telekinesis and send and do a return to sender thing.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Counter argument spam. So what if he just like makes a really big one by combining a ton? He just makes like a really big corrupt nature, like a really big one, and then want something crazy that he could do? He'll just like.
Yeah.
What if he like just chucks it at the sun?
I mean, that is a good point, but
Boom.
there's one slight thing that you should probably mention. We don't know how long it exactly lasts for before getting deleted, and considering how far the sun is away,
Well,
I
no,
think it's
because the
safe
thing
to say
is,
we'll
you'll
eventually.
never. The corrupt nature doesn't despawn. It'll just keep on going and going. So technically, if he gets like a really big corrupt nature again, and just like. And remember, this phases through objects, and it'll only stop when it hits a person. So we could just like throw it in the general vicinity of Chicago, and it just blows it. Just in the moment he comes into contact with anybody, it like explode.
Hmm. But dude, we're going based off what we've seen in the games and such, and but and considering how cool. What am I trying to say? But you can't just mash stupid corrupt
Well,
natures
we said that
together
they said that
like in
they're
a
the
hollow
strongest.
purple.
We said that there's like the strongest without cooldowns.
Oh.
So
Then again, we don't know exactly Cool Kid's full potential.
nah, bro, he thinks he's a Super Saiyan. Lil bro is not.
But I mean, he could probably do that. But are you sure you want to take the chance? You're gonna cut my skull now, aren't you?
Yeah. Also spam. Watch this. I'm about to do something to the stalker.
What
This
did
is
you
your
do to him?
punishment. Thy
Yeah, he's.
punishment.
Oh come on,
I
dude. That
turned
is
him
so
into a
mean.
starfish. I turned him into a division symbol.
Anyways, let's get back to
Bro, he's a heart now.
arguing and debating and such.
Nah, bro. I'm turning him into random shapes like he's a sticky note now. That actually changes literally nothing. He well, most of these don't actually do even anything. Circle. What, bro? Whatever. I
Anyways,
turned him into a
moving on
thunderbolt.
with the argument, we're gonna check out the rest of his abilities to see if there's anything I can use for a counter argument.
Doubt.
How
And like where he could could possibly take down like a helicopter. What if? And this might sound crazy. Nuke.
I mean,
Like just heading
we
directly at him. What is he gonna do, bro? If it's like because these things are big, so like what is he supposed to do? Use his telekinesis on a literal nuclear bomb? The biggest thing he can pick up is a metal box.
um I do have a slight counter argument.
Oh, I also like to say something.
Go on.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say, but what was he supposed to do if there's atomic Shilutskis?
Hmm. Let me look at one of his abilities. Actually, first of all, let's look at teleportation for the nuke scenario. Hmm. It does not mention like the exact distance he can teleport. But let's just, since you said that the full potential, I'm gonna hypothetically say he can just teleport anywhere he wants.
I may
Which,
that may be a little too many Shedletskis.
oh, don't worry. Let me look at one of his abilities. Causes full scream. He already has it from the get-go, and it causes damage through walls. Stuns combines on the floor, allowing you to get a kill. That's not really good.
Hey,
And it
spam,
also deafens
spam.
the units. And
I
they
just
have
got
body armor on
I
them.
just got rid of all of those Shedletskis. I bet they really thought they were.
Seriously. But anyways, yeah, since they obviously had body armor and such, like the Unit 8 soldiers, just and see what the screen does to them and all, it would probably, possibly even permanently deafen the Shedletskis, or maybe because it makes a sound so loud it just makes their heads explode, which would
Dang.
explain the causes damage thing.
Crazy. But spam. Don't forget that Elliot has magical healing pizza. So what if Shedletski's just spamming sword while Elliot's spamming pizza? What is this guy supposed to do?
Did you just say like an Elliot spamming pizzas?
Yes.
He can heal others, but he can't heal himself. Like a
Back up,
minute into.
Elliot.
Hmm. Okay, okay. Oh, I see what you're doing, boy.
Another
I
backup
know.
Elliot. Another backup Elliot. And lots of backup Elliots with many Shedletsky.
Hmm. Let me check if he has an ability to deal with this.
Honestly, bro,
Um,
I feel like both of them would be cooked by that.
yeah, but I was about to mention paralysis, since it basically does what the Germans do in World War II.
No.
You're probably. I feel like I shouldn't say that. You're probably gonna get canceled now.
Nah, I'll be fine.
Two seconds later
I
after
mean, I'm
uploaded.
like I literally just gave I mean, it's not that bad spam. All I did was give me a second. All I did was give a child a gun.
Anyways, a counter argument. He has an ability called regeneration, and although let me see what it can do. Oh, well, it wastes all of his energy, but it can also but he can only use it when he's below a certain amount of HP.
Spam, look, I gave Cool Kid a gun.
I use Scream.
Like, but what are those stalkers supposed to do against a kid with an assault rifle?
Yeah, but look what he. But I mean, depending on the type of stalker scenarios we have, of like for example, I mean, look at what the average stalker can do to a fully organized team of soldiers.
Yes, but counter argument. What if instead of just 7, there was 100?
Dude, I feel like you're just making up random stuff on the fly to make sure you're guaranteed the win.
Bro, spam. Do you even know how big like only the U.S.'s army is? Now just imagine the entire world's on that dude. He won't
Hmm.
stand a chance.
Well, I mean, let's think about this for a second now. Um, I also learned about these things called stalker builds, and one that they pretty much all.
What?
Like, which one are we talking about? Like, exactly, like, just going all in, just rushing and killing everyone, or slowly picking them off?
I don't know.
And even then, I have a counter argument. Wage. That's actually an ability of his. It makes him attack very fast. It makes him deal high amounts of damage. It may make him visible and such. It also makes him move fast. That's, but it does make him visible, and it also, but it does also last for not a long amount of time. 4 seconds, yeah, never mind, bro. I
Four
should have not mentioned the
seconds?
wage. I
Bro, they
mean,
turned my gun into a star.
but let me think. There's got to be something here that I can use for this. I mean, we could probably use the scream argument again.
But yeah, I really think the stalker. Let's compare like instead of outside forces, just how would the actual killers fare against the stalker themselves? Like,
Yeah.
which one of these would get wiped out first? Who would get like obliterated by the stalker? Like really, I feel like Jason would get obliterated really
Yeah,
quickly.
he's literally just a normal dude. He's just a normal dude with a terrible mask and a machete.
So yeah, he gets obliterated quickly. However, the last three, let's just get rid of
I
John
mean,
Doe. He's gonna get killed in seconds.
yeah, his abilities don't really help when you are not getting stunned.
However, both Cool Kid and 1X could actually fare a pretty good fight with Cool Kid's corrupt natures and just spamming his summons along with 1X's, and 1X just kind of finding the stalker and just throwing a ton of attacks at him. He wouldn't fare too well, even if
Yeah,
he could jump and crawl on walls. But what if he won't be able to get down? Like if he
yeah,
stops
you do have
anywhere
some
near
points.
1X, he just instantly gets sliced and gets
Although,
he just gets instantly sliced in half, bro.
but I think I do know a pretty decent
Nah, bro, he
ability.
gets sliced in half like Gojo.
But apparently, the scream deals like 15 damage to armored soldiers. I know it won't deal a lot to a kid, a 10-year-old that is monstrously strong, and a literal representation of someone's hatred and anger. But I mean, there are some pros about the
Honestly,
scream
bro,
ability.
Cool Kid or 1X could solo the Stalker easily.
Yeah, but one note I'm personally looking at when it comes to the scream ability.
Uh,
Since it deafens units of soldiers, I think it could definitely disorient either Cool Kid or 1X. I'm gonna assume the child for this scenario because, well,
so
he's a
Cool
kid.
Kid. So what does the disorient do? Is like blur their vision?
Oh, I'm more to say that because it deafens the soldiers that have advanced
Oh,
helmets on
so
them and
it
such.
deafens them. It just makes them unable to hear.
Yeah, but that's since they have helmets on, and I know Cool Kid's monster is strong, but question, are his eels?
So
And
here's the
even then, it
thing. Here's
also
the thing, though.
stuns the
It
combine.
only okay. So it stuns them as well.
Yeah,
So it stuns and deafens them, but doesn't do
pretty
any
much.
damage.
Oh, it actually does 15 damage, albeit it's not a lot, but I mean,
That'll barely do anything to either of them. But how long is like the stun?
oh, it does not say anything about it.
Well,
Uh,
I feel like the stun would give the stalker a chance to attack. But canonically, how much HP do the combine soldiers even have?
well, I mean, they at most have 100.
Yeah, so 100, and he's able to kill them in like 5 hits. Yeah, 5.
Also,
So
did I mention it can go through walls? The scream
so he does.
can
So
go
the
through
stalker does
walls.
20 damage every hit.
How'd you get that math from, may I ask?
Oh, easy. I just took combine health of 100, and since the stalker can kill them in 5 hits, divided that by 100 and got 20.
So, I mean, it's not too bad. It does cost 25% of his energy, though, but it regens quick enough for it to be actually a viable option. Mainly for 7 and 7, because Bro cannot look up. Cool Kid, on the other hand, he can.
But Spam, here's the thing. Spam, one other thing though.
Yeah?
1x1x1 alone has 1,110 HP.
Yeah?
So let me just do some quick calculations.
And if we go, assuming we decide to pull out the Forsaken Stalker, which
You
I
take
personally
55 hits to kill 1x, and I don't know if the stun will allow him to be able to do that before getting lore accurated by 1x or Cool Kid for that matter.
by the way, this is related to like the in-game Stalker. For the Forsaken. Assuming we decide to pull out this card,
I didn't know they had for is it
yeah, but
like
he's in that get
only an
he's probably
admin?
not getting released. And yes, I believe and unless they do plan to release him and then force out the treat him and such, and for the time being, assuming we are lucky enough to have him be released, he's he's still gonna be an admin only character for a decent amount of time if
So
we're
he's not even in
lucky. And
VIP servers.
no, but who knows? Maybe we're lucky.
So what does he even do for what does the stalker do in Forsaken?
Um, let me see. Slash. He has a slash and he deals 35 damage with it. Which can be good. He has scream, which deals 15 damage, and can apply blindness. This one
Honestly,
for 5 seconds.
blindness will not do like anything to 1x because he'll just keep using his blind eye and just see him.
Yeah,
And
but
go
let's see what
him.
else we have. And the stalker and then we have Wage. The stalker is shortly locked in place as he looks up and screams before
Also
running on
spam.
all fours.
I mean, I
Yeah.
suppose the stalker could take the chance to go in for the attack, but he'd probably get a lore accurate Gojo because he is not.
Seriously, dude. One of the unfunny, cringy stuff. But I think we can at least say Cool Kid might get cooked.
Yeah, Cool Kid might be cooked, so we'll just throw him out. Oh.
I
What
turned
did
him
you
into
do to
tomato
him?
paste. I
He's a
turned him into tomato
pancake!
sauce. No, I turned him into tomato paste.
That's how they make tomato sauce. Now I know a
Yes.
better. Let's turn him into a plus icon.
Oh, we dismembered him. I'm not too.
Now, bro, look at this. Look at this. Hold on, look. So see this? So like, what if, Jason plus John Doe? Oh, we know. Well, I guess we know what we have to do to equal stalker.
But
We did them dirty.
Yeah, Jason, Cool Kid, and John Doe will most certainly get cooked. 1x, he most probably does stand a really good chance.
Yeah, oh wait, did you just say he stands a really good chance?
Oh my god. But also, what do we have to account for?
What? The fact that they're not.
Wind-ups. You have to account for wind-ups, you idiot.
No. What about the fact that they're not?
Oh my god. But yeah, dude, we do have to account for the fact that wind-ups might still apply unless they don't.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Wind-ups make them temporarily.
Screw this. Since Stalker does not have cooldowns and such, and nor do the killers, let's just make it where he has infinite energy, which means he can just spam Scream and absolutely rupture 1x's eardrums.
Does he even have ears?
I mean, yeah. I mean, how else does he speak?
Bro,
He would. How would he?
we did them so dirty, bro. Poor Cool. No! You do not need to do him like that. No, no! No, you no! Can't do this to him, dude.
I think the Stalker might actually stand a good fighting chance against it.
Oh, you mean he could stand a good fighting chance?
Oh my god, I regret telling you about my just who doing that whole thing, and now I'm gonna probably have to gut you for it. But I mean, Stalker could probably kill.
I mean, you could gut
1x.
me, because it turns out that I'm not.
No. Listen here, son.
No, that's not even funny.
I will let you get a chance.
No,
I will gut you because you're not invincible.
no.
I hope you are able to tank my knife swings. I bet you could never guess that.
No, that's not even. I can't anymore. Well,
Don't
listen
worry, dude.
here.
I'm not gunning for you.
No! Oh, this is enough, bro. No, not the goat. You've run out of things to use, Spam. There's no more puns.
That should be the shed less of your worries.
That one wasn't even good. You know what we have to do to you now, Spam? We have to turn
Dude,
to Let's Get.
wait, dude, no, dude, no. It's good because that that
No.
shed. Oh, screw this.
Brody flumbled.
Screw this, dude. Listen, dude, my puns aren't.
Ah! Well, honestly, bro, yeah, I think 1x wins this fight, bro.
Oh, you do have a good point, but since he can't look up, depending if this climbable terrain or the stalker can get a slight elevation difference.
So
Like,
if
that's
the
just what.
but oh wait, Cool could already die. Oh man.
Yeah, Cookie gets turned into tomato paste.
Bro, this isn't fair. I don't want to do this, bro.
I mean, I'm not too sure. I mean, I'd say, m- m- 1x and the stalker would be at pretty even odds, though.
Yay, he wins.
I mean,
Spam.
1x has a chance.
Okay. Spam, listen here. The chance of you surviving are quite literally zero, Spam, because you're not.
Oh, please, dude. That pun is weak.
You don't even.
I thought you would have guessed that by now. But don't worry, son.
Oh, I'm gonna corrupt nature you.
That's not even that good, dude.
Yes,
Dude,
it is.
you thought your puns were.
No! I thought I had the chance to have good puns.
I guess you never guessed that.
Now, what if I told you, son?
Dude, your puns are bombing worse than my.
Thank
I guess
you
you could
guys
say
for watching. I guess, yes, no, subscribe.
Can I have the last
like.
message? I would just like to say, I think this now. I'm pretty sure 1x might kill the stalker and all, but
This
I
video
personally say
really
it would
has a
be more.
chance to get on the algorithm. I win.